Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Vamp Gamer here, and we're about to get into another reaction video of Japanese YouTuber SHUNchan. Thank you for watching. Here we go.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So the other day I reacted to a video called 29 things that only exist in Japan. So in this video I thought I would make a video where I talk about American things that I find weird as a
Yeah, I'm actually curious because if I tell a Japanese person like some of the things that are only in, well, New York where I'm from, like they wouldn't believe me. But yeah, like the train running 24 hours.
Japanese person, from Japanese perspective, because I've lived in the States for 2.5 years and I've had a lot of culture
Almost as much as my wife. She was there for 3 years and she learned a lot about America.
shocks. So let's talk about them. Before you click the dislike button and leave a hateful comment, please note that I love America. It's not that I hate America, okay? But there are certain things that were crazy to me. That's it. I'm just gonna talk about those things, okay? So no more hatred, please. We have enough depression in Japan.
He's right.
Okay, so why is it that it is considered rude to raise your hand to get a waitress's attention? Like, if I need something like condiments and stuff, I want it immediately, right? But they sometimes do disappear, serving other customers and stuff for a good minute, during which time my food can get cold. So as a Japanese person, I would raise my hand, be like, excuse me,
It's because usually rich white people usually raise their hand. Like if they're in a classroom and shit, they want the teacher to call on them. And majority of the time when they raise their hand, they usually say rude remarks. So like it's become like a stereotype where if you raise your hand in a restaurant, people automatically think you're gonna complain. That's probably why.
it's totally okay in Japan.
And like I have friends that were waiters and bartenders, and usually if the person like raises their hand, it's usually something bad. Like if they just call the person, like when they see them, they know that it's not bad,
Especially in places where they don't have this calling button, right? But my friends are like, hey Shun, don't do it, that's rude. I'm like, why? And I'm expected to tip, like...
Yeah, you have to understand that, like, the only reason why you're expected to tip, because in the restaurant business in America, like, if you don't tip, because I know people, I don't have that experience. I know people that have had that experience, but if you don't tip, you basically get paid like $5 an hour, and how can you survive? Like, if you're making $5 an hour, that's lower than minimum wage, but it's because you're supposed to get tips. Like, if you're a bartender and you get no tips whatsoever, like, you're only bringing home $100 a week. That's nothing. You can't even pay rent with that in New York. So if you get tips, plus you get the minimum wage, which is like 5 an hour. I know. And then so basically, let's just say like your tips for the entire week were maybe like $300, right? Plus, if you don't make enough, they'll throw you an extra 100, so it'll be like 400 a week. But if you don't tip, like originally it's like $100. Like you can't do shit with that. You can like buy breakfast every day, but you can't pay rent with that. That's why you have to tip, because there's no like minimum wage that you get exactly $10 an hour. It doesn't work like that in the restaurant business. I mean, if it's fast food, it's fine. Like you get minimum wage, which is like $10-11. But yeah, just wanted to tell you.
No! I mean, I do understand why tipping is a thing, but still, like, going out to eat was completely different experience from what I had experienced in Japan. So it's needless to say that America is a very progressive country, right? Compared to where I grew up, Japan. Japanese society is pretty conservative, so when I went to America, I was pretty shocked. In a good way, in a positive way, kind of, for how people are fighting every day for a better society, like more freedom and more equality and stuff like that, which we Japanese people should learn a lot from. But there are certain things that I couldn't really keep up with as well, and one of which is, I don't know if I can say this, but free the nipples thing. Now, please don't get me wrong. It's not that I'm against it. I do understand where those people are coming from. I do understand, their point. But also there's part of me, my Japanese conservative self, is like, I don't know where to look at. It's just I'm not really used to it, you know? It may sound bad, especially because I'm a man, but I think a lot of Japanese women do feel the same way as well. So yeah, I still need to work on it. Like, what do you guys think? I've never really opened up this much and had a discussion about this. Maybe it's not.
I mean, I understand because like Japanese come from a society where they won't address any problems. They'll just keep it to themselves. Like how the suicide rate is so high in Japan compared to most countries. Like if for example, if I'm working in a Japanese office from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. like, and I don't complain to my boss like, why you got me working so many hours, or how come I can't get a raise for all the hours I'm working, overtime either? Like, why? Like, Japanese people will never say that. Like, they'll keep everything to themselves, and then eventually when shit hits the fan, like, they'll just commit suicide or jump from the office window. Like, that's why Japanese people, like, don't address those problems, because they're taught, like, oh, I shouldn't complain about what I feel is wrong. Like, I should just keep it to myself, but it'll never get fixed. Like, the suicide rate is not going to go down if people don't talk about it. The suicide rate is not going to change if people don't speak up about it. That's what Japanese people, like, need to learn from America when it comes to, like, the free to nipple shit. Like, problems in Japan, like, should be addressed to other people. Not, you keep shit inside, it won't change. Like, that's why American people are, like, proactive, like, with shit. If you try to, like, do something every day, eventually it will come into fruition and it will happen. That, I guess that's why he doesn't understand it, because, like, it's not something that Japanese people, like, are taught to do. Like, they're not taught to fight for their rights, or they're not taught to, like, stand up for themselves. They're not taught, like, even bullying here, like, is a really big problem, because Japanese people, like, are not taught to, like, kick the bully's ass if he hits you, like American kids are. I mean, I completely understand where he's coming from, but I mean, if you want to learn more about that type of stuff, like, you should read books about Martin Luther King or Malcolm X. Like, those are really good people that like, were leaders because they themselves empowered other people and told them what was right and what was wrong. Equal rights. Like, that's where I got all my knowledge from, to be honest, when it comes to that stuff. Even from Hitler, like, you can learn a lot of good things from Hitler, even though a lot of people, of course, see him as a bad person, but just notice that he had control over people because of what he said to them. He was a smart man. I'm not saying all the things he did was good, but I'm just saying you can learn from his actions.
Only in America, so please let me know in the comment.
And before we even get into this, like, it's fucking crazy, because I never noticed this. I never noticed this until I fucking how do I say it? Until I came to Japan. Like, Japanese people really don't care about their teeth. Like, they're not straight, they're not white. They're stained from all the tea they drink, and like, all the cigarettes they smoke. I'm not saying every Japanese person is like that, but their teeth, like, is completely out of control. Like, they don't even care. Like, even the girls, like, have, like, extra teeth on the side. It's considered very sexy because they look youthful. But of course, I don't find it attractive. I mean, you look like a Lolita, like a real Lolita. Like, sometimes I can't tell the difference, like, if she's a woman or if she's a girl or if she's in high school, because, like, they almost look the same in my opinion, especially the face. But like, it blew my mind. Like even my wife's mom, like, her teeth are really black because of all the tea that she drinks. And it's not normal in America. Like, everyone either has yellow teeth in America or white teeth in America. I mean, my teeth are gold, so you can't really tell, but they're kind of stained. All the damage, life damage of things I put in my mouth, no homo. Yeah.
Why is everyone's teeth so good in America? Like, seriously.
It's true. Like, it's really true. Even the homeless people, like, they have like clear teeth. I'm not gonna say white teeth. I'm not gonna say yellow teeth, but yeah.
Seriously. While I was in America, I literally never saw one single person with bad teeth. Like, if they did, they're already in the process of fixing them with braces.
Yeah.
Like, is it cheap in America or
Nah,
what?
it's fucking expensive in America. But I mean, like, if you want straight teeth, you have no choice but to do braces. I've never seen Japanese people with braces. Maybe they have clear braces, but I've never seen them. I mean, how would you even know? Like, you can't stare at someone's mouth, but yeah.
I mean, how do you think that would make us Japanese people feel? Honestly, I don't have perfect teeth, but
I mean, his teeth like are completely perfect compared to my wife's and everyone else I've met. So yeah, his teeth are pretty good for a Japanese person.
in Japanese standards, I'm okay, so I never felt insecure about my teeth. I think in Japan, unless your teeth are so bad that they could cause some health issue, you don't really get braces. It's not something that everyone does when they are in middle school or high school like in the States. But while I was in the States, my perception, like my standard, completely changed. So when I am a bit more stable financially, getting braces is my top priority.
I mean, if you want perfect teeth, like it's up to you. But I mean, I think your teeth are okay, to be honest. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with your teeth.
And I'm pretty sure this is not just me, because a lot of Japanese students who studied abroad in the States end up getting braces after coming back to Japan. Also, I was shocked how many products for whitening teeth are available.
I should buy my wife's mom that shit. She's been trying to make her teeth white for years, and I've seen her scrub her teeth like maybe for 1 hour, 2 hours, thinking that it's gonna come off. But next time I go to America, I'm definitely gonna buy her that shit just so she can learn about it.
In a regular grocery shop. That's not something you would see in Japan. This kind of whitening sheet is not available in Japan, so a lot of Japanese people buy this when they visit America. So maybe this can be a gift for your Japanese friends when you visit Japan. I once ordered my textbook online, and before I received the package, I got a notification that it was delivered. The shipping status said it was delivered. And I was like, wait a damn minute, I did not receive it. So I called the USPS and they said that they left it at my front door. Of course people steal it. What do you expect?
Yeah, and that's one thing that it needs to change in America. Like, it says United Postal Service. Like, you think you're getting really good service, but honestly you're not. Like, it's just average service. Like, they'll put your package in the front. They'll leave it on the side, even if they don't know if it's that correct address. Like, they'll just leave it there because like it says that. They don't double check. And of course, like, people steal it sometimes. So like, it's always good that the mailing address you use, like, you're gonna have someone that is there all day just in case some of these things happen. Like in Japan, I love the fact that like you don't have to worry about shit. People are not gonna steal your shit. I've had boxes outside my door with like games or expensive shit, and it stayed there. No one took it. Sometimes, if the package is too big, what they'll do is they'll leave a slip saying that they came because you weren't there, because they knock on the door because they want to give you your package. Like sometimes they won't you're not there, of course, so they'll leave the slip and you can call them back and say, yo, I'm here at this time. Like, I like that about Japan, but in America they don't do that. Like they tell you the package goes out, but they don't say what time. They don't say if they're here right now. They don't say, oh, if you want to. They don't say none of that shit. If it goes missing, it goes missing. You have either you get your money back or you return it with whatever left, or you pay again. I mean, the service is shitty in America. Yeah, so I mean, I understand where he's coming from. Of course, people are gonna steal it.
Like, are you crazy? Luckily, I got a full refund from Amazon, but because of that, I did not have my textbook for the first few weeks of my class, which was super frustrating. In Japan, that would never happen unless...
He's right, that would never happen. It's never happened to me. Like, even my fucking TV, like, it came, I was sleeping, it came, and like it was a 40-inch TV, 43-inch TV. So they came back, and I was happy because I got my TV the same day.
Unless you specifically request them to do so. Otherwise, they would just leave the delivery notice slip, so you can request a second delivery at a specific time. I know America does the same kind of, but not all the time. It's not consistent. So yeah, I was like, why? So I've heard a lot of American people talking crap about Japanese food, right?
Ew, are you eating raw fish? That's disgusting.
I mean, I'm one of those Japanese people. I mean, I'm one of those American people. I mean, like, every American is different. Like, not everyone likes fish, and not everyone likes raw anything. Like, I think I'm the only person that likes medium rare like burgers because not a lot of people like that, you know, because it's very unhealthy for you to eat. Sometimes I get cravings for human food, so yeah. And as far as fish, like I ate sushi like for a month to impress my wife, and it was raw, and it was something I would never do because I don't like fish in general, and I don't like raw, like obviously fish. But I did it to impress her, and never again have I eaten sushi. So yeah, I understand. I don't make fun of, if you like that shit, you like that shit. You can eat it. I'm not one of those Americans.
Ew, are you dipping your meat in raw egg? That's gross.
Excuse me, you guys eat freaking cookie dough. That's literally so raw. How about
Yeah. I mean, I love cookie dough, and you know I could eat it raw, of course, in ice cream. But I would never judge a person for like eating like certain things like they like. Like if you like, I'm just like ew. Like, but I'm not gonna like make fun of you or anything.
shoving vegetables into turkey's butt and roasting it? That's more brutal to me. And also, peanut butter on celery?
I actually don't like peanut butter on celery. Like celery like is better with blue cheese in my opinion. Like I don't like the bodybuilders do that shit. I mean, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm pretty decent, but like, I would never put like peanut butter on celery. That's a fucking waste of peanut butter. Like peanut butter deserves to be on a fucking sandwich. Just saying.
Think about it. Please think about it. Please.
Oh my god, I hated my fucking high school experience. Like, that's the reason why I'm a vampire. I'll save that experience for another day.
People in America seem to hate high school. Like, I was surprised to hear how much my American friends, hated their high school and how happy they were when they were graduating. Like, finally it's over. And I was like, do you guys not enjoy high school? I thought...
Of course not. Like, I went to high school in the South Bronx. I got bullied just for wearing tight jeans. I got bullied every fucking day just for being myself. You know? So, yeah, I fucking hated high school.
High School Musical was kind of real thing.
Nah, not in New York. Not in the urban areas. It's not like that. It's more like West Side Story, where if you dance funny, like they'll stab you. Yeah, that's how it is. I mean, like, I used to get punched in the face just for wearing tight jeans. So yeah, high school was a really bad experience for me.
It's completely different here in Japan. In our graduation, we literally cry our eyes out for how sad it is.
I wouldn't cry for any of them dudes. I cried because I was in pain every day.
To graduate. Because in Japanese, we describe high school age as seishun. The simplest, the best translation that I could think of would be, it's one of the best time of your life. It's when you make most memories, whether it's about love, study, making best friends, or club activities. Like, it's the time we all miss when we get older. So hearing people in America hate high school was kind of shocking to me. Why do people eat bento at restaurants?
Because American people don't know that bento is not supposed to just be eaten at restaurants. It's supposed to be eaten at work or like at a convenience. American people don't know. They just like let's make this Japanese, and like I've seen people eat it, so let's just make a restaurant out of it. So yeah, I mean, I've never seen any places in America that do this, but yeah.
This really threw me off when I first saw it at the Japanese restaurant in the States. I mean, it's not Japan, so I know I shouldn't expect the full authenticity of Japanese food in a different country. And I do appreciate the fact that there is a Japanese food available in a different country. But still, like, bento is a lunchbox where you pack your food and you bring it to your school or your work. Or you may also grab one at the convenience store on the way to your school or office. But either way, it's not something you would eat at the restaurant.
American people don't know that.
You don't eat this at the restaurant, right? It's kind of same thing. So if
at school, like, those are the lunches we used to have.
you are looking for a super real, authentic Japanese restaurant, maybe this is something you might want to keep in mind. Alright, so those are the things that I found weird about America. And if you're from America, please let me know or explain if I misunderstood anything. And if you're not from America, Please let me know what you guys think also about what I have just mentioned. And since I talked kind of bad about other country, you guys can complain about weird things that Japanese people do and stuff in the comment section. So yeah. Alright, thank you so much guys for watching my video today, and I hope to see you guys in my next video.
Alright, thank you for watching my reaction, and Mario says bye. Peace out.